Hello and welcome to this review of Paul Masson Grand Amber VSOP. This is a special blend of superior brandy, aged 4 years in oak. They say here, this unique premium blend creates the rich flavor, fine aroma, and extra smooth taste that you'd expect from the finest brandy. Blended and bottled by Paul Masson, Bardstown, Kentucky. Well, Bardstown. All right, we have Constellation Brands is the owner of Paul Masson Brandy. Paul Masson, a real person, an immigrant from France who died in 1940, starting a wine and brandy company out in California. So their roots are California, but a lot of it is now done in Kentucky. Some still in California. Okay, 80 proof. This is the VSOP. It says since 1852, aged, like I said, 4 years in oak. Has numerous awards. They said that it's the company, Constellation Brands, says it's the #2 selling brandy in the United States with a 21% share of the U.S. market. We're talking about the VSOP and their VS, those two together. The #1 would be E&J, VS and VSOP and XO. It's the 39th largest U.S. spirit brand. I'm talking about for U.S. sales. 39th largest is Paul Masson. Oak aged in once used bourbon barrels, and they say it should have a luminous red amber glow. It got 93 points in the Wine Enthusiast magazine, November 2011. 91 points at the 2010 Ultimate Spirits Challenge. They say highly recommended and excellent. It won a double gold medal at the 2011 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It's usually around the $13, $14, maybe at the high end, $15 range. So $12 to $15, and that's what it is around here. And I bought this at Winn-Dixie, and I think they had a sale on it. It's about $1 off. They did change the label, adding the blue. If you look at the older labels, it's just like gold without the blue. Okay, they might be trying to compete against E&J VSOP, which uses a similar shade of blue. They talk about the elegant bottle design. All right, Bardstown. What is in Bardstown? Well, you have Barton Distillery. I think Heaven Hill has a distillery there. So there's the foil cap coming off. I don't know if the Paul Masson is contract distilled at maybe Barton Distillery. But I'd have to check Constellation Brands. They do give a rundown on their. When I put my notes, I'm just going to say, blended and distilled in Kentucky, but blended and bottled. I'm sorry, blended and bottled. It didn't say distilled in Kentucky, now did it? They're taking various brandies and they're blending them and bottling them. Might have been distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. There's a cork. Okay, but the Constellation Brands website does have a page where they list all their facilities, so I'm going to check that out and see what they say about Bardstown. There is a code down here, K16. I guess that means Kentucky 2016-207, the 207th day of 2016 at 2020, the 20 hour, 20 minutes after the hour. And then there's another number after that, 05, which might be what line it was done on. Beautiful alcohol legs. I'm in the shade, but it was so sunny and hot. About 83 degrees. It felt hot in the direct sunlight. Let's see. It's they're saying red. I'm seeing, yeah, a reddish rust red, clear amber appearance. Yeah, reddish copper, more like copper, really. Or even the way the light's hitting it, in some ways, orange. I had the Grand Amber VS, and that was very good. I might have had that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You can look up the video. It was either 2015 or may have been even, I guess it was 2015. I don't remember. That's why I save them and put them on YouTube. It gets a tier 1 score in Proof 66, that website, which is their highest score. They say it's highly recommended and it's won multiple awards to be a tier 1. And then I was reading the written reviews from the last year, and those people were saying, yeah, it's a great value. The guy said, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and then I realized, I started thinking about it, how low the price is. And he said, no, when you consider the price, it really is 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know. So alcohol eggs, nice aroma, peppery aroma. Some spice, alcohol in the nose. I find it's a nicer aroma, a more pleasant aroma, and you're going to say, that's crazy, you're crazy, than trying to think of the name of the one with the knight on the horse, the French brandy, and the even the Hennessy. I keep trying to say Courvoisier, the Hennessy VSOP Privilege. I find that aroma is not as nice as this. It's more grapey and, like I was saying, turn fruit. Oh, the Ansac, I was thinking of Ansac. Has kind of that same thing, that cognac. I don't know. I'm not too sure about the cognacs. This is aged in bourbon barrels, and it kind of has a little bit of that bourbon character and that wood and the vanilla. Yeah, I think I'd pick this just on aroma, and it'd be a lot cheaper. I saw the Ansac today. It was $24.99. This would be about $13.99. Some candy sugar too. You have vanilla, oak, the woodiness, sweet candy, sugar. It's sugary now. Minty with the alcohol, mentholated. I don't know how you would feel about, I don't know how you feel about sugary, sweet spirits, brown spirits. There's no added, to my knowledge, no added flavors or colors. I don't think that's required. I'm pretty sure that is not required with brandy. I was reading the Trade and Tax Bureau website. It's preferred, but I don't think it's required. In the world of whiskey, it's an absolute requirement. So, is it going to get this dark after 4 years? Maybe. Maybe they add caramel color. Is it going to be this sweet? Maybe. Maybe they add sugar. This I do not know. I could write a letter to them, but I'm not that concerned about it. It's medium, balanced body. It's a very smooth, easy finish. It doesn't really taste like there's any kind of artificial, but a lot of times you can't really taste that. It's so well pulled off, you can't tell if it's real or if it's Memorex. So from my recollection, I guess I'll have to do some side-by-sides, taste challenges. But to me, it's better than the Hennessy VSOP. I haven't tried the Christian Brothers VSOP, which I saw today also for $14.99. I haven't tried the the Christian Brothers bottled in bond. What do they call it? Sacred Bond. It's bonded brandy. They say the America's first ever bonded brandy, which I think was introduced in 2016. That's $24.99, 100 proof. Imagine that. It's probably a little better than the E&J VSOP, which is very good. I would not scoff at that. The Hartley VSOP, yeah, it's better than that. That does have artificial flavors and colorings. It'll tell you that right there on the bottle. That one, I don't know, man. It's everywhere around here. Most of the stores sell the Hartley VSOP, and then just Hartley Brandy, which is some other concoction version of it. I don't see the VS anymore. It's okay. It's even good. But I think if you drank too much of this, it would just make you go to sleep. And if you drank too much of that, you would go to sleep and have to wake up and run to the restroom very quickly. You might be sick to your stomach. I don't know. Or you just feel bad the next day. It's too unusual. But it's worth trying. I mean, I'm going to do a taste challenge, and it won't be any kind of challenge. Yeah. This might be the all-time best VSOP I've had, you know. You might say, but you've only had a handful of them. That's true. So the all-time best of the 4 or 5 that I've had. Not saying much, but it's, hey, you don't start somewhere until you start somewhere, right? So really nice. I would highly recommend it. What's wrong with it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it'd be nice if somebody would just give it to me. Don't look for that to happen. Don't expect it to happen. Doesn't need to happen. I bought it. I don't mind buying it, obviously. So, you know, I'm just being silly. So that would be the only thing wrong with it, that you had to pay for it. Otherwise, it's just fabulous. And there's a whole bunch of mixed drinks, cocktails that they show on the website. Got a lot of good ideas there, probably about 7 or 8 of them. I don't mess with those cocktails or highballs. I like to drink it straight or with a little ice, you know, 1 ice cube. But to each his own. A winner, E&J VSOP. I plan to be spending a good amount of time with it, but not all in one day. A good amount of time over the next few months. And thank you for watching. Oh, and I'd be curious to see what you think about it. And thank you for watching this video production.